Was that more shocking, or when he said Michelle Obama is a man? Which one was more shocking?
Definitely the armbar part. Man, I work in politics. People say crazy stuff all the time.
Well, he says that every fight.
Does he?
Yeah. He said that the last time I interviewed him.
Oh, man.
Well, he's like a pro wrestling character. Like
people lost their minds about it.
I know.
Lost their minds about it. To the point where, again, I had The View either the next day or the day after to sort of promote this book.
That must be fun.
It was crazy. It was harder than anything I've done in politics. But the to the point where all of my comms people, the thing they were most worried about was they're going to ask you about Michelle Obama being called a man. Like, what are you going to say about it? And I was like, what, an amped up fighter told a joke after a fight, said something after a fight, and that's actually national news. I'm still surprised. I've been in politics now for 3-4 years. I'm still shocked at the shit that people get really fired up about.
Well, I kind of understand it because it's at the White House. First of all, a cage fight at the White House is crazy already. I mean, if he said Michelle Obama's a man at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, it's like, okay.
It's less of a story.
What he is he's a very good fighter, first of all. But sometimes it's not enough to get attention. And so what Josh has done is created this persona, like this pro wrestling bad guy persona. When you talk to him off stage, he's like very normal, very smart guy.
Yeah.
It's just like he's decided, like, look, I want to maximize the amount of eyeballs that see me, and I'm going to create this crazy persona. He comes out to the Hulk Hogan song, I'm a real American.
That's right.
He has sunglasses on, an American flag bandana. It's, he's
I mean, I love the
character.
I love the presentation, but again, I like.
Not the best thing to say at the White House. Michelle Obama's a man is not the best thing to say.
Fair, but the reaction to it to me was still totally disproportionate.
Yeah, of course.
People say stuff all the time, and I work in a business where obviously people make life and death decisions all the time, and I'm always a little bit caught off guard by the culture that just overreacts when clearly the thing that Josh is trying to get is the overreaction in the first place.
Right.
So you give him exactly what he wants, and like the worst you could say is, oh, that was an offensive comment, and you get on with the rest of your life. Like that's the worst that you could say. The people who really flip out about it and kind of lose their minds, I don't understand that.
Well, first of all, I think a lot of it is there is an economy that is essentially based on getting reactions.
Correct.
And there's a lot of people that are just, for a lack of a better term, they're not real. Their reactions are performative. Like a lot of what they're doing is just trying to comment on things and get clicks and likes and views. And social media has ruined discourse in a lot of ways because
it has.
People are not having like real conversations about things. They're reacting to things on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
And they're just they look at an opportunity like that, like, oh, I found a gold nugget.
Yeah.
Like this is going to give me money, or this is going to give me attention. This is going to give. Oh, I can't wait to have a take on that.
Well, that's exactly right. So my response to that is so many things is like, oh, he was being funny, he was being outrageous, and I just move on with my life. What I find very interesting is the people who say, oh, that was a joke. Like when Kill Tony, do you remember he told like the joke heard around the world in Madison Square Garden during the 2024 election? I remember getting into an argument with somebody about this, and I may have even been like in an interview, but I don't remember. It could have been private too. Anyway, I'm like, he told a joke. And then the person's response is, well, it's not a very funny joke. And my response to that is, you know what happens when somebody tells me a joke that's not funny? I don't laugh, and then I move on with my life. This whole industry around outrage, especially getting outraged around humor, I think is actually really hurting the country.
Well, in that case, first of all, I told Tony a long time ago that joke was going to get him stabbed. I really did. He even jokes around about it on stage. He talks about me telling him, that's the one, dude. That's the one that's going to get you stabbed.
Any good joke, at least, is going to run you some risk of getting you stabbed.
Well, certainly a racial joke. and that joke being about Puerto Rico. By the way, no one takes a joke better than Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans are some of the best people at telling jokes. Like it is a culture of joking and fucking around with each other and talking shit.
Absolutely.
Like they're great at
Yeah.
it. So like they
I
love
served
him
some
still.
Puerto Rican guys in the Marine Corps, man. That's absolutely true.
They love him still.
Yes.
You know, like even after that joke.
Yeah. Well,
But
so you advised him not to tell that joke?
Well, I was kind of half joking. You know, Tony, that's what Tony does. You know what? I just said that's the one that's going to get you stabbed.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what Tony does. Tony is like the Josh Hokett of comedy. Like but very talented. You know, he's a really good. He's a
so
roaster.
funny.
He's
Yes.
like roasting is his specialty, but it's also like he's trying to ruffle people's feathers. That's what he wants to do.
Yep.
He wants to piss people off.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he likes being a pro wrestling heel.
Yeah.
He's a huge pro wrestling fan.
So Tony, I'm a huge fan of his comedy. I've only met him a couple times. I don't know him particularly well, but he's actually more political, I would say, than most comedians. Do you think that's
Yes,
fair? Okay.
yes.
So,
Very supportive of like Trump.
Like he's
and
on the Republican team.
Yes,
He's on the Republican team.
100%.
So-
it's because he's experienced so many loony left-wing people in
absolutely.
California,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why he had to move.
well, somebody sent me a clip. I think it was Shane Gillis at a roast where the joke was they were roasting Tony, and they're like, Tony Hinchcliffe is the only dude who would be excited if JD Vance was here. And I was like, one, that's a very good joke. And number two, I feel like I had made it. Like there have been a few moments where I feel like I've made it. When
You're the vice president
South
of
Park,
the United States.
Yeah,
I think you made it.
When South Park spoofed me, I felt it more than when I got it sworn in as vice president of the United States.
That's hilarious. That's very funny.